Hello everyone. So this is Surya sir teaching for UPSC CSC Anthropology. Sorry that I hadn't uploaded videos for some time because I was a bit busy. Today we'll have a discussion on previous year question, that is difference between social anthropology and sociology. It was asked in the year 2016. We'll start this with the definition of a social anthropology. Here you can write the about thinkers like Radcliffe Brown, who had a great contribution to social anthropology. You can mention social structure, status, and role in initial definition. Also, we have a basis of a sociology as early as 1877 by Lewis Henry Morgan in his book Ancient Society. Later on, he also studied kinship and consanguinity. That means a social anthropology had a relation with sociology. Now, the question is about difference between social anthropology and sociology, but the starting definition should be such that they should cover the definition as well as its link with sociology, so that the examiner gets a feel that you are on the correct contextual perspective. Now, in the definition of social anthropology, you can also include Indian social anthropological perspective only a little bit. For example, caste system, which was studied extensively by M.N. Srinivas, or Jajmani relationship, which is the basis of Indian village studies. Then you will define sociology. Now, here the perspective of sociologists are important, like Emile Durkheim. Now, mentioning Emile Durkheim will give you an edge. Why? Because there were two prominent anthropologists, that is Malinowski and Radcliffe Brown, who were inspired from Durkheim's sociological perspective. Now, he defined sociology as the study of social aspect of human beings living together. Simple definition, and also linking with social anthropology. Now, here what you are doing, you are defining social anthropology, linking with sociology, and you are defining sociology with a link with social anthropology. You can also mention Auguste Comte, who also defined a sociology and told that anthropology, or particularly social anthropology, is the positivistic view of a society. That is, the sociology was related with a social anthropology by Auguste Comte. Even in the section to social institutions, you will can study about Auguste Comte. Now, actual body of the answer will be about differences between a social anthropology and a sociology. You can mention the differences that social anthropology is the study of simple societies. For example, various village studies have been done by Indian anthropologists as well as the anthropologist, other anthropologists. For example, Robert Redfield has done a study on folk urban continuum, or M.N. Srinivas we mentioned earlier. There are other also like S.C. Dubey, N.K. Bose, who did studies in tribal communities. So you can mention tribal communities as a point of difference. Now, sociology studies with complex society, that is Western society, while social anthropology studies with the simple and tribal societies. Now, the answer should be as simple as possible so that the examiner can easily grasp that whether you know the differences well or not. Now, here you can get a small extra point that social anthropology also studies the feature of social flux, that is social change. Westernization, globalization, and Sanskritization. This is written in small, but these things have been studied in social anthropology. That is the social change that is happening due to Westernization, globalization, Sanskritization. Now, mentioning these links with paper 2, and second, it also links with other portions of the syllabus directly. That is, social change is part of your syllabus, or Westernization was studied by M.N. Srinivas, or globalization have been the various perspectives of globalization or its effect on tribal economy has been studied by L.P. Vidyarthi or Brian Fanks, Edward Brooke, etc. Now, the second point of difference can be primary data collection. That is, social anthropology is focused more on primary data collection, face-to-face data collection, participant observation, while sociology is morely related with secondary data collection, that is questionnaire, schedule, etc. This makes the social anthropology is qualitative, while sociology is quantitative data collection. That is, sociology bases itself in data only, while the analysis and interpretation of data takes place in social anthropology. Ethic perspective is seen in sociology, that is outsider perspective. The insider perspective is absent, while the emic perspective is seen in social anthropology. One more point you can add here is that anthropology finds it difficult to understand the language of the culture group, and you can link it with historical particularism. That is, social anthropology has a historical particularistic perspective as given by Franz Boas, while sociology on the other hand has no language issue since it is ethic in approach, that is the culture group understudies themselves providing the data. Third point of difference is very important. Sociology has no cross cultural generalization, that is, this perspective of generalizing across cultures is absent in sociology. But in social anthropology, we can see development of various theories. Now, the same fieldwork and participant observation we saw earlier can be linked with anthropological theories. Like Malinowski in Trobriand Islanders developed the concept of functionalism. Levi-Strauss developed the concept of structuralism. So, social anthropology looks for cross-cultural generalization, and this is one major difference which you can add value to your answer. The final difference you can say by concluding that anthropology is more holistic. Now, John Bittite, you can mention, in 1964 said that social anthropology is the study of other culture groups, and this makes its study more holistic. Similarly, you can mention Brown or Malinowski, that or Franz Boas as well, where we study the interrelationship of kinship and marriage. So this is a social perspective, that is kinship and marriage, but their interrelationship is studied by social anthropology. That makes it more holistic. While sociology studies only social relations, social interactions, social structure, but not the interrelationship or not the holistic perspective. It does not take the political, cultural, social aspects into account. Now, a small section on more mark section. Definition has to be clear. You should mention thinkers, Indian thinkers and Western thinkers. You should use Indian concepts like caste, Jajmani system, village studies, tribal studies, Sanskritization, Westernization to gain more marks. The idea of social change in difference will add more value to your answer because it will show the depth in which you have studied the concepts. Now, historical particularistic perspective, if you give, given by Franz Boas, it shows that social anthropology has made the effort to study the language of the region, and through it can gain much deeper perspective about the culture group under study than a sociology. So liberally use thinkers, add a good structure, add more perspectives, unique perspectives, then you'll get more marks. So you can, for more, you please like, share and subscribe the video at YouTube channel SURYA'S Anthro for UPSC, and you can also join at the rate of IS with Surya on Telegram channel. Any doubts you can ask in the comment section, and please and I will try to make more videos as well for your help. Thank you.